The geometry of grace and the return to the womb. A dual analysis of Requiem for a Dream. We start with the hunger that moves us from the left to the right. Requiem for a Dream operates on two simultaneous planes. A visceral, literal, cautionary tale of addiction and a profound visual theology told through the geometry of the frame. While the surface narrative tracks the physical destruction of 4 lives, the visual subtext follows a desperate backward regression toward a maternal sanctuary, a state of primal source innocence that the American dream effectively destroys. The film serves both narratives, using the noise of the horizontal hustle to highlight the tragedy of the spiritual stillness that is lost. The world is a horizontal line where we chase a ghost of the future. In the summer of the film, the characters are defined by horizontal progress, moving from the left of the screen to the right. Harry, Tyrone, and Marion embody the Western ideal of forward motion. This is the hustle, the pursuit of the dream, the accumulation of wealth, and the belief in a tangible future. On a literal level, this is the mechanics of the drug trade. On a symbolic level, this movement is a frantic linear noise that distracts from the soul's true needs. It is the hustle as a false promise, moving the characters further away from themselves even as they think they are moving forward. But there is a stillness in the eye of the cyclone where we see as God sees. Contrasting this linear noise are the brief overhead circular shots during moments of togetherness. These represent the eye of God, not as an external judge, but as a state of divine clarity and unity located in the eye of the cyclone. In these moments, the characters are not moving toward a goal. They are simply being. This is the only time they are truly in the present moment, and is a glimpse of the primal source where unity and togetherness provide the only true peace of Yod. Tragically, the characters are too consumed by the literal rightward chase to recognize that they have all found salvation in the stillness of each other. The circle breaks when the world looks up from the bottom of the well. The spiritual and literal turning point occurs when the circular grace is perverted during the scene with Big Tim. The camera's perspective flips, looking up at a ring of men paying for a show. This is the only circle in the film viewed from below. This is the eye of the world, the demonic mirror of the divine overhead circle. Here, the present moment is no longer a sanctuary of unity, but a prison of consumption. The eye no longer offers grace, it demands a price. Here, the present moment is no longer a sanctuary of unity, but a prison of consumption. This violation shatters the possibility of horizontal progress forever, forcing the characters to abandon their rightward journey. This violation shatters the possibility of horizontal progress forever. And as the rightward journey fails, the characters begin to fall backward into themselves. This collapse begins first with Sarah, as she enters a premature regression into a past that no longer exists. While the others still hustle right, Sarah's mind has already snapped by moving right to left. She physically manifests her retreat from reality. She is no longer going forward into a future. She is forcing her way back into a past that doesn't exist. Specifically the version of herself that fit into the red dress. She is swimming against a tide of shadows that pulls her into the void. The blurred, shadow-like figures moving in the same direction represent the winter taking over. The world is no longer something she can navigate. It is a distorted current sweeping her away. The visual language tells us she is being sucked into the void, pulled left by the gravity of her own psychosis. The hustle is corrupted into an anti-dream where the world is smeared away. By flipping the direction of movement, Aronofsky shows that Sarah's dream is an anti-dream. In a standard hustle, movement is purposeful. Here, the blurred figures act as a visual smear, erasing the world as she enters a corrupted eye of the cyclone, where clarity is replaced by the hollow static of a television set. She mistakes a cool electronic box for the warmth of a maternal sanctuary. She moves left because she believes the TV station is the primal source of her happiness. In her mind, the stage is the place where she will finally be held and loved by an audience. The tragedy is that she is seeking comfort in a cold electronic box, a source that leads only to isolation of a psychiatric ward. The Requiem for a Dream is that every child is looking for the arms that held them in the beginning. The emotional anchor of this return is found in Tyrone's recurring memory of his mother. In the golden-hued summer of his mind, he is held in her arms, a moment of absolute safety. This memory serves as the blueprint for the entire film's spiritual trajectory. All the characters are trying to use the hustle to buy back a feeling of safety they originally had at the primal source. When the world finally breaks them, they collapse back into that specific need to be held. We curl into a circle to find the rest that the world denied us. In the final montage, the linear hustle in the divine circle climbs into the fetal position. Having been broken by the predatory eyes of the world, the characters turn away from the right side of the screen, the future, and look toward the left, the past and the origin. This is the Requiem, the final rest. This is not merely a state of exile, but a return to the maternal sanctuary. By curling into themselves, they mimic the curve of the womb, finally finding the calm and clarity they missed in life through a total internal regression. They have ceased to be actors in their own lives and have become the very C-shape of the fetal curve. The only way to escape the winter is to go back to the source. Ultimately, Requiem for a Dream suggests that the dream of the world is a linear trap. The film serves both as a brutal account of how lives are lost to addiction and as a geometric map of the soul's retreat. The final image of the characters looking left is the ultimate admission that the only way to escape the winter of the world is to return to the primal source, seeking the embrace of the mother in the silence of the fetal state.